Swahili, Hindi, and American Sign Language. What do all these languages have in common? BYU Weekly reporter Sariah Burdge finds the answers in a Hawaiian 101 class.
These are all BYU students with one thing in common: a desire to learn the Hawaiian language.
I wanted to incorporate Hawaiian into my culture. Being at Utah, I didn't want to lose it. And
learning a lot about my roots, who I am as a person is being part Hawaiian.
We are able to perpetuate our culture and keep it alive by learning and passing down the knowledge to other students.
These students aren't alone.
Most of, in a high 70% of our student body speaks a second language.
But a lot of the time, unique language classes like Hawaiian don't exist on the BYU campus. So where do these classes come from? The BYU Center for Language Studies.
The Center for Language Studies might be nicknamed the All Other Languages Department. That is the languages where there isn't sufficient demand or sufficient faculty to create a major or minor, but there is a demand.
When student desire is large, the Center for Language Studies works hard to create new elective language classes each year for BYU students, offering 23 different language classes this semester alone. Finding teachers, though, is no easy task.
First, we'll look for adjunct part-time faculty. I advertise on BYU's employment site, and hopefully we'll get it. But this is one of the unique things about BYU, because the second language core competency is really strong amongst our faculty and our students.
In the case of Hawaiian language classes, BYU senior Kalama Kaluhiokalani was found after a few years of losing the program.
I had been speaking Hawaiian language ever since I was a kid. It's actually tied for my first language. I learned how to write and read in Hawaiian before I learned how to write and read in English.
Just being able to speak the language, though, isn't the only requirement for becoming an instructor.
I did have to get a recommendation. Basically, someone had to verify that I was fluent in writing as well as speaking, so that I wasn't some random person who just said I can speak it and then nothing at all.
It's teachers like Kalama that keep the Center for Language Studies going. Right now, some of the most popular classes in the program include Hindi, Tagalog, Welsh, even Swahili, and the program is only 7 years old. Although many of the center's language courses are first-year classes, they sometimes offer upper-level courses too.
These classes are geared towards the missionaries, the return missionaries. They come in, they acquire up to 200 level of proficiency while they serve a mission, and they return. And one of our main mission is really to add to what they already learned. We want to help them maintain their language, mission language. We want to help them improve their mission language.
So the next time you have the desire to learn a unique language, stop by the Center for Language Studies in room 3086 of the Joseph F. Smith Building. Sariah Burdge, BYU Weekly.